What do you think?
I think we're dead meat. Real dead meat.
You're dead meat!
Go ahead and laugh, you guys. If I ever find a little bastards that did this, they're dead meat.
Hey everybody, James A. Janice here at Midsummer Scream at the Long Beach Convention Center here in Long Beach, California. This is my first time coming to Midsummer Scream and I didn't know what to expect from this convention. I kind of thought it would be more industry oriented based on all the haunts because that's kind of what it's here for. Haunts like Universal Halloween Horror Nights or Not Scary Farm, and you do see that kind of industry influence here. For instance, we got a demo about laser beams and there's lots of cool equipment like fog bubbles and stuff like that, but it's also a very interactive convention, much more than I expected. There's a lot of stuff for people to do, a lot of stuff for kids to do. I actually see a lot of families and kids here. Right behind me and to my left is a little kids section where a bunch of kids are just watching a guy like draw monsters and do some fun horror performance stuff. I think that's really cool. It's also a great place for parents to drop off their kids and go look at the spookier stuff. One of the spookier things here is the Hall of Shadows, which I think is an 18 and older section because there are some booby stuff in there, but it's really cool. It's like a big dark area where they have displays of haunts set up, whether it's from people who have homemade haunts or for people who work on the bigger haunts like at Halloween Horror Nights. It was really dark in there, so it was hard for me to get video footage, but hopefully the stuff I got is kind of visible because that stuff looked so cool and it was just awesome to see these creative displays. As with all horror conventions, there's a whole bunch of cosplay and stuff to buy, but one of the cool things about Midsummer Scream is how many interactive things there are. For instance, for that new movie Ready or Not coming out, Chelsea and I this morning did a thing where we went into a room and had to hide or run away from the family members of that movie trying to kill us by ripping like Velcro tags off us.
Are you excited to go run and hide?
No, I'm scared. I'm not good at dealing with loud sounds or people yelling at me.
They're only yelling at you to kill you, honey.
It was way too dark to film in there, but I did get some audio recordings of just the mayhem that was going on. So hopefully that gives you an idea of how freaking hectic it was in there.
Welcome to the family!
One thing I didn't expect to do at a horror convention is pet kittens, but that's exactly what Chelsea and I did this morning at the Black Cat Lounge. It was an area held by the Kitten Rescue in Atwater Village near Glendale. It was just a bunch of kittens running around being adorable. We went in there, we made a little donation to them, and we're hoping to volunteer some hours at their rescue center since it's kind of close to where we live. Oh God, it was so adorable. You could actually go there and adopt a kitten. We didn't just because we didn't talk it over with Lucy yet, and she'd probably be mad if we brought over a younger sibling without her knowing. The Long Beach Convention Center is huge. This is probably space-wise the biggest horror convention that I've gone to. It's bigger than Monsterpalooza, Texas Frightmare. There's just so much space here, which is really nice because there's a ton of people here, but it never feels crowded. I never feel like people are stepping on me like I do at Comic-Con, which can get a little too claustrophobic for me. We've seen some friends here, like the Mystic Museum, where we held that charity live stream with John Schnitzer of the Haunters documentary. They're here. There's also a Texas Chainsaw Massacre museum booth set up here, run by House of Salem. And while we were there, we actually got to meet and get a picture with Daniel Pearl, the cinematographer of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. And we got to meet John Dugan, who played Grandpa Sawyer, which was awesome. Hey, I'm here with John Dugan, who played Grandpa Sawyer in Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then nearly 40 years later in Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Oh yeah, 38 years. 38 or 39 years.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, Grandpa's the best killer there ever was.
So everyone knows what Grandpa has for dinner, but what's Grandpa's favorite dessert?
How dirty can I get? His favorite dessert would probably be like a sheep beer gelato. Or
Okay. All right, that sounds tasty. And then could I also have you hit my girlfriend in the head with your hammer?
I would be so honored.
Another friend that we saw here was Felissa Rose, and seriously, anyone who is watching this who has talked to her at a convention and who's maybe told her that they checked out Sleepaway Camp because of the kill count, you made her really happy whenever you tell her that. And she was so excited to see Chelsea and I, which is surreal for us because we're always excited to see her.
Hey, it's me. I'm on camera this time.
Yeah!
Yeah! I am here with star of Sleepaway Camp, Felissa Rose.
And our friend.
And our friend. We're friends now. Buddies.
Listen, you go to so many horror conventions. Like, I feel like you're at one every weekend. What's your favorite part of coming to these things?
This.
right here. Love, camaraderie, yeah, just that. Everyone who saw me yesterday could tell I've just been freaking out, meeting the two of you, getting to know you. And that really is the entire, excitement about conventions, the connection that we all make in this community. Meeting everyone and talking to them is like, it's just the most beautiful thing about what we do. I can't even express my gratitude enough. It means the world to just think people come out and talk to you about things that you do, and I love getting to know everyone.
So anyone watching, if you come to these conventions and you see Felissa, come talk to her. Tell her how awesome she is. Like I said, this is our first year. Oh, here's a clown. Hey, how's it going? What's up? Yeah. So this is a hand. This is what you shake. Can you shake? Oh. Oh, okay. No, I'll shake that hand. Yeah. Okay, that works. I feel like that's progress. So thank you. And good luck in the future. Like I said, this is the first time that Chelsea and I have come to Midsummer Scream, and I really thought it would be just an esoteric kind of industry thing. But no, if you're a fan of horror anything, movies, the haunts, come here. You will have a damn good time. There's a lot to do, and in fact, I think that next year, I have heard that they're going to make it 3 days instead of 2, which they need to do because there's so much stuff here. We didn't even begin to scratch the surface in the 2 days that we've been here. Oh, and Krystina, one of my mods, has been here helping Chelsea now. Come here, Krystina. This is my mod, Krystina. She's awesome, and she's been such a help all weekend. Thank you, Krystina. What's your favorite part of this convention?
Probably the Hall of Shadows, because there's a lot of mini museums and mazes you can go through, which is awesome because you don't see that at many conventions. You see booths and stuff, but to go and walk through a mini Universal Studios, that's pretty awesome.
Well, campers, this is Ari Lehman, the first Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. And you are watching Dead Meat. I'm here with my buddy James. How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm great, Ari. Oh, I like that you did the intro for me. That's awesome.
Oh, man, Jason could do the heavy lifting.
Hell yeah. Well, yeah, you were the original Jason. You were little swamp boy Jason.
I love that. Little swamp boy.
Yeah.
I love it. As a matter of fact, the night before we did that scene, Tom Savini said to me, Ari, I want you to go out there and gather a bucket of swamp muck, but also Tasso Stavrakis.
Yes, his assistant who blew the blood out of the hose. I do my research.
More people should know about Tasso Stavrakis. Not to say that Tom's a genius, but Tasso is an amazing person. So Tasso and I went in this rowboat on Sand Pond, which is the actual name of Crystal Lake. So we gathered all this muck from the bottom of the lake. Of course, Tom put his famous blood recipe, which I cannot reveal.
He'll come and kill you.
Yeah. They poured the whole thing ceremoniously over my head, creating this little swamp boy.
Little swamp boy Jason. Well, thank you, Ari.
Yes.
Thank you for this experience.
Dead meat! Dead meat!
And you're in a movie with Felissa Rose, right?
Yes, I'm in a movie with Felissa.
What's it called?
It's called Terror Tales.
Terror Tales?
Yeah, I play a witch hunter, and she's a witch. Oh, it's great.
Awesome, man. Well, thank you so much.
Oh, this was fun.
Very cool experience, very cool convention. I highly recommend it. It's in Long Beach, California at the Long Beach Convention Center. Come on down next year. I'm guessing it'll be around the same time, sometime in August. You can look it up. You have the internet. Fucking do it. I hope to see you there next year. I'll be at Halloween Horror Nights and other stuff throughout the year. So if you ever see me at any of those, me and Chelsea, come say hi. We always appreciate it, and we always love talking to you guys. So until next whatever, I'm James. Be good people.
Be good people.
Be good people!